What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Yoshi Beast Mode 13. And as you guys may know, or as you guys should know, I am a huge football fan. I play football, I watch college football, I watch Canadian football, I watch the highlights of indoor football. So like I said, I'm obsessed with football. So what better way than to do a series on counting down my top? Well, no, not my top. That's just weird. The NFL teams in order of my least favorite to my favorite. So obviously, I would have been wearing a jersey, but I like this look better. I mean, look at the shorts and this shirt. I mean, it just fits perfectly. All right. So you guys should know my least favorite team at least by now. Other than my fucking foot not being impaled by a cleat. My least favorite football team is the New England Patriots, obviously. The weird thing is, I live in New England. I'm not a New England Patriots fan. I'm a New York Giants fan, which is like people are like, what? That makes no fucking sense, bro. Like, how? They're like, you can't live in New England and be a Giants fan. Well, you guys may have guessed this, but the Giants are number one on my list, at least. But here's the real thing. You don't know every other placement of every other team. Some are higher. Some teams you think I hate, I really don't. They could be higher, or they could be as low as you guys think. But I'm not saying I hate New England because they win all the time. Oh, dude, that fucking got pain. I'm not saying I hate them because they win all the time. It's just that there's a thing. In my family, there are 4 teams that are appreciated. Well, at least in my house. My dad, Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys. My mom, Washington Redskins. Me, New York Giants. My sister, Patriots. And in my entire family, in one of my other family homes, they cannot agree on their team. Their teams are the Denver Broncos, because he was born in Denver, the Seattle Seahawks, the Green Bay Packers, or the New York Giants. He likes both. And then the Houston Texans. My grandparents that live up the road, they don't get anything. They're Packers and Patriots fans. Oh, you guys haven't heard an argument until you hear me and my grandfather argue over which team is better. Okay, and then finally, my other aunt, she's the only Cowboys fan in that house, and I'm laughing my ass off. And then the rest of the family are Giants fans. But I don't hate them because they've won a bunch of Super Bowls. I don't hate them because they're constantly never losing until they meet Eli in the Super Bowl. Who said that? The real reason I don't like them, I like Edelman, I like Gronk, I like Amendola. I just like saying his name, Amendola. Brendan Cooks. I love their defense. Well, a lot of players on their defense. Tom Brady is, I'm not saying, me and my grandfather have arguments all over the time. Brady's a good ass player. And my grandmother gives Brady too much credit for what he does. I told her that if Brady was not with Bill Belichick, that they would not have the 5 Super Bowls they do have. And they said, and she was like, oh yeah, I'll bet against that. I'm like, okay. if Bill Belichick stayed with the Jets or the Browns, they would have been Super Bowl contenders because they would have drafted Brady. They would have gotten Julian Edelman, Gronk. And yet, look at who is the Super Bowl champions. I just don't like, I don't hate Brady. Belichick is a good coach. It's just that where I live, that's like the top of, like, you meet a football fan. Oh, who's your favorite team? New England. Hell, I got a kid that goes to my school who's a Miami Dolphins fan. I'm like, see, me and you are not on the same page. I have a really good friend who is a Dallas Cowboys fan. Actually, I have two good friends who are Dallas Cowboy fans. Oh, we get along. Like, we trash talk each other before the games, too. $10 Odell will get 3 touchdowns. It's gonna be a close game. Damn, you're right. I just dislike the Patriots because where I live, if you're not a Patriots fan, you're most likely gonna get fucking hated out of your life. Like, they will fucking hunt you down and shoot you if you are not a Patriots fan. And I'm like, whatever. But where I live, it's kind of it should technically be a mutual location. Because of the certain things I do. Hell, where I'm from, everybody is supposed to be a Red Sox fan. Fuck that, I'm a Yankees fan. As you can tell. The real reason I hate the Patriots is just because all I hear at school me and my old social studies teacher when I was in 8th grade, sophomore, me and him used to argue. No, actually, me, him, and people who constantly watched football, we were like, alright, because the Giants could never play the Patriots until they reached the Super Bowl. The Giants didn't reach the Super Bowl. So I had the Broncos. And then I put a poll on the chalkboard that was close to me, and he was like, Kevin, what are you doing? I'm like, I'll make you a deal. Because he had Tom Brady post, and I was like, if the Giants make the playoffs, you have to take that down and switch it with Eli. And if the Cowboys beat you, you have to switch it with Romo. But if the Broncos beat you, you have to put up a Peyton Manning. And he was like, oh no, and this was 3 different kids. I betted for the Eli. My good friend, who you guys have never met, betted on the Romo. And then my cousin, most production something, betted on the Broncos. Oh man, my foot is gonna fucking burst. So yeah, we used to have a lot of fun. He was like, how about them Patriots? I'm like, how about them Giants, fool? And he was like, you wanna go there? I was like, how about we have a race? And I was like, oh no, and he got disgusted when I was like, at least my team can draft. And he was like, you wanna play that card? I was like, yeah. Who have you drafted in the last, I was about to say 5 years because this was 2015. I was like, shit, they got Gronk. Who have you gotten in the last 3 to 2 years? And he's like, why didn't you say 5? Because the Gronk was drafted in 2010. And he was like, I don't like you. I was like, I know how to play the game. You do not. He's like, who did you draft in the last 5? I just went off. But that's the real reason I hate the Patriots. It's not because I hate their team. I just dislike that how they're the talk of where I live. Like, over half of where I live are Patriots fans. You have a couple Giants fans, you got a couple of, dare I say it, Cowboys fans. You got a couple You got a couple of Dolphins fans, you got Washington fans, you got Green Bay, you got Houston, you got Seattle, you got Denver, you got New York Jets. Hell, my neighbor next door, 3 of them like the Patriots. Their daughter is a Broncos fan. I'm like, I don't know how you survive. Oh no, and me and the neighbor's kid who's older than me, and he's a Patriots fan. I'm like, you getting ready to lose? And he's like, to who? I was like, and then his sister comes in, and then like me and him trash talk each other's teams. But the one we mostly have fun with is, if you guys remember back, Oakland was not a team that good. It was like Jamarcus Russell. Okay, now we can make fun of the Raiders again. I was like, oh yeah, let's fucking do this. And me and him trash talk so much. But that's the real reason I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm a Giants fan. But you guys are gonna be surprised when this series actually finishes. And you're gonna be surprised who are in my top 10. Obviously, you guys should have guessed the Patriots. But guys, if you have any ideas how I can make this channel better or cooler, put down in the comments below any ideas you have, any ideas you want on the channel. I'll do them, I'll get them done. Also, put in the comments down below who do you think is gonna be the next team on here? Because I plan on doing one of these tomorrow. Other than that, remember to stay beast and have a wonderful school year. Oh yeah, I'm not going back to Wednesday. Motherfuckers. Thug life. Goodbye, guys.